Hi everyone, it's me, Dwillis, Kiwi Scrapper from New Zealand, and I'm here today to share another project with you. And first thing I want to do is I'm going to put this here. I'm sorry for the glare. Yeah, and that there. I'll maybe lift up the light a wee bit, take the light off a little bit. How's that? Yeah. And the reason I'm showing you this is because this has to do with my project. This little girl here. It's the same little girl up here. Her name is Leah. Gorgeous little thing. Now, she was 4 years old when this photograph was taken, and she would now be 14. Oh my God, doesn't time fly? And you see, these are my flower fairies. Instead of flower girls, I had flower fairies at our wedding in 2004, January. And the most important aspect we're looking at here is the shoes. And this is Leah's older sister, Rachel, and Rachel in this photograph was 8, so she'll be 18 now. And this is my great niece, and she's 19 at the moment. So it's their shoes. Each of these little fairies wore sequin shoes. You can't see Leah's shoes. You can just see the soles of them, but yeah, they each wore sequin shoes. Hers were pale pink sequin, hers were lilac sequin, and hers were a cream sequin. Okay, so there you go. That's just a bit of information there. So we'll say goodbye to the lovely Leah, and we'll plonk her shoe down there. There you go. Look at that, a shoe. Now, this is Leah's actual shoe that she wore on the day of my wedding to David. And I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before when I was doing my wedding layout of one of my photographs. I let the little girls keep their dresses and their wings and everything else and their headdresses, but I kept the shoes. I took the shoes back off them and kept them, and I've had them displayed in a basket, all 3 pairs. So as I say, Leah was the youngest child. She was 4, and this was her shoe. So, but I've got the other 2, and I'm intending to work on them. And for years and years, I've thought, what can I do with them? They're displayed in this basket. And then I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll paint the basket a pretty pink, because it's a natural colour, and put a ribbon on it or something like that. But just recently, since I've been doing this craft, I decided that I could do something a lot better with this shoe than just merely painting the basket that it was sitting in. So, one-handed as I am, with David's help, I decided to alter the shoe a couple of days ago, and this is the result. Oh, better put this back on again. There you go. Get it sitting in darkness there. So, this was the original shoe. Well, still is the original shoe. She did have 2, one for each foot, and this is the altered one. And I decided I wanted it. First of all, I altered the shoe itself, and then I decided what backing I was going to put it on. And I thought, because of the shape of the shoe, I'd rather have an oval than a square or a rectangle. So I just roughly drew out an oval on a piece of paper, and I cut that out as the template, and that's here. Yeah, that's what I used. I just roughly drew it out and did that, and then I cut it in a piece of cardboard. I didn't have any chipboard, but I cut it in a piece of cardboard, and then I cut out a piece of lilac taffeta fabric, which I got from an op shop. Sorry, there it is. I bought a whole pile of it. It's a big pile, several metres. And I got that from an op shop for $1.50 a few weeks ago. And that was the exact shade, because here's little Leah in here. That was the exact shade of Leah's, the skirt, the tulle skirt on Leah's fairy dress. So that I glued that down over the oval, and that's behind this, as you can see. And then over top of that, I placed 2 oval-shaped paper doilies. And I haven't got any other ones to show. I have got a whole packet of them, but they're in another drawer. So yeah, and I glued them together in the middle, the solid part, and then glued them down into that. and then on the back I put another piece, but then I trimmed it up with this, and this is actually some kind of thick shoelace. I cut the ends off, and it was in two pieces, and I had to join it here and here, because there were two separate shoelaces. They're probably for, I don't know, some sports boot, but they were new, so I found them in a lock shop as well a long time ago. So that was just perfect for that. And then I was working on the shoe, so I used a wide lilac lace, and I doubled it over because it was too wide, but I still wanted the shoe showing, so I doubled it and glued it into place around here. And then I've used this lovely sorry, I'm still awkward because I'm one-handed still, and will be for a while. I've used that lovely trim that I got from a shop in Etsy, which has got pearls in it. So it's a lovely organza rose trim with little pearls in it, and it's got some more lace up there. So that was really gorgeous, and that went perfectly and the reason I put pink was because, as you saw, the other little flower girl there in the end, she was in pink, so that was good. So it didn't matter about putting the pink. Then I trimmed it up in the different various shades of lilac and oops, gosh, it's awkward doing stuff with one hand. Yeah, I just trimmed it up in various shades of lilac, and a deeper lilac here, and pink flower, wild orchid craft flowers, and this is a little ceramic cream rose that I had in my stash. Flat back pearl here, and this, and I'm sure Christine will recognise this. Hold on, yes, Christine. Pretty sure she gave me these. She gave me a little bag full, and they've got various names on it. I'm pretty sure that's Christine that gave me those. Honestly, my memory on this medication is shocking, but I'm pretty sure that came in a surprise rack that I got from Christine. Oh, do you know, my mind's gone a total blank. Yeah, and she's in Australia. So it had on the back of this divine, and I was a two thoughts: do I put divine there or do I put princess? And I thought, well, she's probably too young at 4 to be divine, so I put princess there. And there's a little flower back there which is pink with little pink pearls in it, which you can only just see. Well, you can't even see it because I can't move it with one finger. Yeah, there's the pink pearls. This is I got this whole trim here off eBay some years ago, and there's a lovely this here and here is just lovely little flowers with little diamante bling, very pale lilac. So yeah, so that's the shoe. There's the town fire alarm going off. We don't live too far from the fire station, which will be a blessing if we ever have a fire. But it's not a blessing, 3 a.m. in the morning when the alarm goes off, which it seems to do quite frequently, I have to say. Or 5 a.m. wakes the dogs up and they start barking. So yes, so that's really more or less the shoe. And inside the shoe, I put this. I need David here with another octopus hand for me. I put this little picture of Leah, and this was taken in our former home in the front garden, and I was standing there, and the 2 other fairies were standing there, and the ring bearer was standing there. So I just cut her out because that actually shows her little shoes. She's wearing them, but you probably can't pick that up on the camera. And I've just decorated with some flowers in there, and round here I've decorated this come in the recent rack from Christine, and these ones, and not the little lilac flowers with the pearls, they're my own. So then, just to finish it off, I was thinking, well, you know what, it needs just a little something, so I put 2 rows, I'll just put that down there in case you can't see it. I just put 2 little trims of strings of pearls. One's in pink and one is in the same sort of white colour that these ones, flatback pearls, are in. And around here I alternated flatback pearl with little cream ceramic rose all the way around. And then I attached this this beautiful earring, pendant earring, which I had, in my stash. I had two of them actually, and I took the big, hook off them for pierced ears, and then attached it. And there's lovely lilac stones in here. So that's my whole piece there. And at the back I put a bit of paper on just to tidy it all up after I put a little pale lilac organza shimmery hanger. And then down here I wrote, I lined the shoe inside with this tiny script paper. Sorry, look, I'm pointing, you can't see it again. This tiny script paper in pink on a white background. And then I cut it out here as well, and I just put Fairy Flower Girl Leah at my wedding to David, January the 24th, 2004. This is the shoe that Leah, age 4, wore. Handmade by Dwellis. So that's just for future people, if ever I'm too old and I forget what it is, or if, the inevitable happens and I grow wings at some point in my life, which happens to us all, then at least people will know, and they may even get it back to Leah, because, people obviously know her. So, whether she'd want it or not, I don't know, but, Anyway, I thought it was a unique way of showing the photograph with Leah inside, and just a unique way of displaying at least one of the little shoes that she wore. So I may actually give this one to Leah's mum, because I know where she is. Leah's probably left home by now, I would think, but I can give it to Leah's mum, and then do something very similar or the same with this one for myself, or I might do this one for Leah and keep that one for myself. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. So I'll just give you a close-up look of the front here, and I love that little bead that says princess. That's absolutely gorgeous. I know it's hidden under that thing, but you may not be able to see it too well on the camera, but I just love it. Blue string there, which of course picks up as soon as you get the camera out. It's just a pretty little thing to do, I thought, and I had quite a bit of help from David in, he had to glue this in for me, for example, because it was just too fiddly. I couldn't do it with one hand, but, putting the shoes on and stuff, he had to help me with the trim, to hold on the trim and push it down while I was gluing with the other hand. So his hand became my left hand, if you know what I mean. But I was able to glue these and place all these on my own, and I was able to do the internal bits on my own, so that was good. And he did the cutting out of the oval for me, and yeah. So it's been a joint effort. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I hope you like it. And if you like it, it would be great to leave comments. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hey, I would love you to be subscribed to my channel, because I seem to be sort of stuck. I get stuck at certain figures, and then they just sit there for about 2 weeks, and I don't get another subscriber, and then suddenly I'll get several more. I don't know. It's all a bit bewildering to me. Okay then, guys, thanks very much. Bye.